Welcome, Taurus, to your reading for the end of September of 2022. This will be a general reading, so keep that in mind, Taurus, and it will be for your sun, moon, and your rising sign. We're going to look into the general energies for the end of the month for the sign of Taurus, for your sun, moon, and your rising sign. We're going to pick out 2 cards, and this will be your overall energies, and then we'll jump into a 10-card spread to gain further detail and knowledge on what is happening. All right, Taurus, let's see what we got for you. Overall energy for the month of September, the end of September in specific. We have shadow work, and rites of passage. So this is your overall energy for the month of September, near the end of September. We have shadow work and rites of passage. So what I'm getting for a lot of you, Taurus, is for you to move on to the next stage in your life, or the next stage of development. There is some shadow work that needs to be processed. There is some deep emotional understanding for you to enter the next phase or the next cycle of life. So there might be, for a lot of you, deep emotional wounds that need to be healed. Whatever it is, whatever your shadow is, each and every one of us has a shadow, right? We also have a light. There's darkness, there's light, there's in, there's out, there's forward, there's backwards. There's your shadow, and there's your light. And for you to go on the next step of your spiritual evolution, there are some parts of yourself, your soul, that need to be pondered over, understood, and healed. And then you'll be able to move forward into the next step of your development spiritually. For some of you, this shadow work has been something that you've been working on, something that you have been learning through, something that you have been reluctantly forced into fixing or healing. For others, this is something that has gotten to a point where there was no other choice but to heal the wounds. There was no other choice. The pain was too much and it needed healing. It's just as if you are shot. I'm giving you the most extreme examples here. If someone is shot, right, they need to be immediately escorted to the hospital so they don't bleed out and die. And for some of you, it's to that extreme where emotionally you might be tasked with so much stress that you need this healing now, and the universe has forced it upon you. But for others, it's this subtle type of energy that you are almost ahead of. You already know that I don't like this part about me. This side of me is not living up to my greatest good. And for me to move on to the next stage of development, or for me to just feel better internally, I need to heal these parts of me, these parts of self that are essentially holding me back. And so, Taurus, it can be one or the other, but we're working on shadow work. We're all doing it together. This entire world is doing it together. So you don't need to feel excluded or lesser than. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. This is a great sign for what's to come. Because when you heal, you start to feel better. You start to understand that healing leads to growth. Healing, you cannot move forward in life from a place of hurt. You have to be a healed, whole individual, healthy, whole, healed individual in order to experience growth. And the same goes with spirituality, your soul, and your essence. When you are feeling down and in the gutter and you are feeling worthless, there needs to be healing in order to experience growth. You cannot go from one extreme to the next. That's why you reach for the next best feeling thought. But for a lot of you, you are going to experience this shift in your reality. And this shift in reality comes quickly for some, like the ambulance example that I gave earlier, and slowly for others. The Wheel of Fortune card popped out, and when I shuffle it, cards don't usually pop out like that, so I take it as a sign. And so your life is going to change. You're earning your stripes at this time. You're earning your rites of passage to the next stage of your evolution, whatever that means to you, all right? Whatever that means to you, whatever that means to you. With the Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Like I said earlier, there's ups and there's downs, right? We have the Nine of Pentacles directly in the center. So where you are going with the Page of Cups is a place much better than where you are now. But there's a shift in mindset. There's a shift in the way you look at reality, because with the Seven of Pentacles here, you are looking at your life and what you have as not enough. And although you might be looking at life that way, it is not wrong to look at your life in that way. It is just you are very critical of yourself. Self-critical. And so you attack yourself. You tend to attack, self-sabotage in a way. Your life is wanting to change, and here's the Knight of Swords saying, no, screw that. I like things the way they are. But for you, this is a important time in your life. Are you going to allow the change to happen? Or are you going to fight the change? We have the Five of Wands here. So most definitely this is a struggle, right? This change into the next step of your evolution, into the next step where you have the rites of passage to get to the next stage of your life. It's not going to be easy. Growth is never easy. Growth is always hard. Growth, whether you're trying to build a muscular physique, it's going to take some pain in the gym. Whether you're trying to build a business, it's going to take some hours, some struggles, some pain. Whether anything, when something's adapting, when something's changing, it's not easy. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, yes, the next stage of your life is going to be beautiful and pretty without some sort of struggle, because you're going through that struggle now from the reading that I'm seeing. But what I'm going to tell you is, on the other side of this, once you earn those rites of passage and you work on that shadow work, on the other side, there's a beautiful blessing. Yep. As you can see, we have wands, swords, wands, swords, wands. So there's a fire and air energy. As you can see here with the 9 and the 10 of swords, you are reaching a completion point in your shadow work, which is beautiful, because this means it's the next step of evolution for you. You are reaching a completion point where you are able to bury those wounds, bury those traumas for good, and move on to the next stage of your life. And you see here with the King of Wands and the 6 of Wands, where you were previously was the 5 of Wands, right? Kind of this conflict energy, self-conflict. We have the King of Wands, who's yielding the wand with power, with strength, with stability. And everyone around you in the near future, when you get through these parts of evolution of your shadow, you are going to see reality reflect the evolution. You're going to see people start to realize, wow, that person's shining bright today. That person looks good. That person's doing a great job. That person, whatever it might be, there's going to be this essence, this aura about you once you become healed, once you finish the process of healing. And this process of healing is being finished as we speak. And you're entering the next stage of evolution. And this is your rites of passage. So Taurus, thank you for tuning into the reading. I always enjoy reading for you guys. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you and God bless.